Hello everyone, it's Alpha. I don't have an intro, I probably never will. Uh, this new Battle Royale came out a couple of days ago called Bloodhunt. It's free to play for all next-gen consoles, if I'm correct. So those of you that are on Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you're not going to be able to play this game. And you're probably looking at this video and you're thinking, oh dang, another battle royale? Do we need another one? Really? And I'm here to tell you that this game is actually pretty fun. It switches things up quite significantly. So, first things first, there's a class-based system similar to Apex, where every character has various different abilities with cooldowns. The Brute all of them have a name, the type of role that they play, and as well as a short description saying what they're supposed to be doing. So the Brute, the frontline defender, if in the event that you have friends and you want to play trios. The Vandal, which is the brawler close up. The Saboteur, which is all stealth and all traps and nothing else. Very simple. The Prowler, well, I'll just let you guys read the different things. Alright, so each one of these classes is part of a different clan, indicated by the color behind their insignias. So this one is the Bruja, this one's Nosferatu, this one's Toreador, and Ventru. Personally, I play the Saboteur. I like placing down traps and stuff, as you'll see is very, very good. Every character has 3 different abilities. One is passive, and the other 2 are activated. The passive power for my character, Saboteur, is that I will turn semi-invisible when crouching. And his clan power is to vanish, where he becomes invisible and he moves around really quickly. This character's specific ability is the Sewer Bomb, where he tosses a short trapped bomb that automatically detonates when enemies are nearby, poisoning them for as long as they're inside of it. You're also able to see a video of each one of these so you can personally see how it works. Each one of these characters has a unique look to them. So the Brute has a look, the Vandal has a look, and there are customization options for everyone. You can choose whether or not you want a male or a female. You can choose the head type and shape, make it so that it looks different, the skin tone. And everyone here is a vampire, so don't be afraid making yourself as pasty white as Nosferatu himself. Many different eye colors, hairstyles, and plenty more, which I'm sure you can unlock. This guy sort of looks like Cole from Infamous. There's also clothing that you can switch between. Of course, like I said before, you are able to unlock more as you progress and level up. Emotes, player icons, you know. Now, each one has a specific theme. Bruja looks more human-like. Nosferatu is the typical vampire you imagine of when you say something like Count Dracula. The Toreador is something that you would see from the Twilight series, with their unimaginably handsome and beautiful people. And the Ventru is the sort of high society as far as I can see. So I'm going to be picking Saboteur real quick. There is a battle pass with 3 different things that you get to unlock. as well as many different customizations. And only a few game modes. You have the Battle Royale, Trios, and the Bloodhunt. And the way it works is that when you're playing alone, there's this unique mechanic called extra lives. It's very straightforward. If in the event that you die in a solos, you have one extra life. And throughout the world, there are mortals that you can feed on, and some of these mortals are more powerful. If you feed on them, you can restore your extra lives. Now, it is like every other Battle Royale where if you die, you drop all the stuff that you had. But every time you get resurrected by your extra life, then you will be given a default amount of gear. As far as I can see, is your standard assault rifle and a pistol. So let's go into the tutorial, and I will explain a couple of things while we're in it.
For centuries we have lived in secrecy among you, maintaining the masquerade. We have influenced your society, fed on your blood, thrived among you, until now. Our leadership was betrayed, decimated in a savage attack. Chaos followed, and a bloody sectarian war now rages on the streets of Prague. This has made us vulnerable, exposed to the kindred's most fanatical enemy, the Entity. With the tables turned, the hunters have become the hunted.
Very nice. So the tutorial will always have you play as the Brute right in the beginning. And it's your standard tutorial. You follow the objective. It says what you can do on the left side of the screen. So these are crystal dual pistol crossbows. They shoot explosive bolts, not normal ones, and they have arrow drop, or bullet drop, I should say. So make sure to take that into account. There are heightened senses, which allow you to look around for anything that's highlighted in blue, being anything of note, and a sort of pseudo parkour mechanic, where you're able to climb up things very rapidly, especially if you're out on the ground. So if you're on the ground and you see some enemies, or you know that there's enemies coming by, there is none of that hiding behind stuff or hiding in bushes, which you can do and is a viable strategy. Fortnite this thing. You can climb all the way up to the top of the building rather quickly, but it does leave you viable to getting shot down. So you can press the pause options button to use your bring up your inventory, and you can use up anything that you have, like armor. Or you can hold one of the directional buttons in order to do various different things. Right now it's only letting me do one of them. But holding right directional allows you to use the different equipment. The blood syringe, which gives you health over time. The blood bag, which just restores all of your restores a large amount of your health at once. Red gas neutralizer, which is, I'm sure you can know what the red gas is. And armor. So, because you're a vampire, you have heightened senses, things that normal mortals don't have, and you're able to see everywhere that you can. Anything that's marked up in colors is the designated rarity. Anything like these blue areas will give you things like ammo, some weapons, various different weapons. I think I already said that. But you can look around. You're perfectly able to explore this entirety of the small city, and you're able to see everything. Now, blue things can be something as simple as just ammo or weapons or armor, any of that good stuff on the ground, like this. Or you end up finding legendary things like this. These boxes, as in my experience, only hold one legendary weapon or epic. I've gotten legendary stuff out of it. But there we go. Personally, I like the dual crossbows because they're explosive and they do a lot more damage than you think they do. This is immortal. They just stand around doing whatever they're doing, and they're indicated by their colors depending on how powerful they are. With these ones, the orange ones, being the best. And what they do is that on the bottom left, if you squint your eyes hard enough, you're able to see those strange symbols with the 3 pips above them. So eating a random human will give you one of these pips, like this one, caloric, which gives me a 10% increased melee damage. Now that I've become more powerful, you can see that it's gone up on the bottom left. Now, one thing I can tell you is that you do not want to kill the humans. You're better off just feeding on them. Because if you kill a human, you will become bloodhunted, which reveals you to everyone within your radius. When you kill a human, whether it's accidental or not, everyone within your radius will be able to see you, and it does not matter whether or not you're invisible or otherwise. You will be revealed, and you will have to go on the run, as well as your location being marked on the mini-map on the top left of your screen. That ping will also show up if you were to shoot your weapons. Loud noises will be indicated by other players' senses. They'll show up as little ripples, like you're dropping a rock in a lake. Melancholic. 10% lower cooldown of the soaring leap power. Alright. So, every clan has their own clan power. It's always on your L1 ability. And your archetype, your class, will have your R1. And my clan ability is to do a soaring leap. Lets me jump a really far distance, and very high. Very useful for getting in and out of a fight. And my archetype is the shockwave punch. It knocks back anyone who happens to get hit by it. In between them, on the bottom of the screen, in between the 2 different abilities, you have the class passive. I personally can't remember what it is, but I'm sure it's something that is very straightforward, like I regenerate health faster. Oh wait, no, now I remember. This class's ability is that he's able to heal up half of his health. So let's go over here, and this right here, this is basically what the other enemies are supposed to do. Trust me, I'm a lot better than this, I promise. So, assuming this is another player, what you can do is diablerize them. Now on the bottom left, you can see those pips are going down. They're turning gray. When you diablerize them, they will become reactivated. In order to get more powerful, you not only have to kill humans, you also have to diablerize players. Now here's the kicker. When a vampire is on the ground for long enough, they will regenerate themselves. So if you neglect to finish off an enemy, they can possibly come back and finish you off instead. So don't go around trying to diablerize. Don't try to chain diablerize like 3 different players, because by the time you finish up the first one or the second one, that last one's going to pop up and kill both of you. So let's go ahead and do a solo game by pressing R1 and wait for it to queue up. Alright, found a match. So on the map, we're allowed to choose where we want to spawn. And it will spawn us somewhere on a road or on the top of a building, anywhere we want. And it tells us where everything is. And it also tells us, very briefly, where all the players decided to spawn. Now, as you can see on the top here, there's cultists present, wild vampires mixed in with the normal players. Every single game, the rules will change. Only slightly, but they'll still change. So we started off with a default pistol, and we need to look around. Oh, look at that. 2 different humans. Perfect. And they're gold. That right there is the extra life. So if I died, I can look for these guys and get some extra lives. So I spawned off in a really good spot. Uh-oh. 2 people fighting each other. They're over there fighting each other. Oh, he's almost dead. See that? Uh-oh. Me being stealthy, I gotta pick off the enemies. That guy probably killed a human, and so he's shown up for everyone. On the top left, you can see that. And now he's just gonna be attacked by all kinds of people. It would be better off if we just completely ignored him while everyone else tries to pick him off. Or we could kill him. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Increased melee damage. So as you can see on the bottom left, I can only get one of the other. Oh, there's player. Personally, I want to wait until I have enough enough stats before I start fighting other people. That right there is a legendary or a gold box. So I'm gonna go after that gold box. A 9 barrel. So that cross symbol on the top left, the red one, that is known as the entity. As far as I know, it's a very powerful enemy. You probably get something good out of it. Who knows? We won't know if we'll try. Or we won't know until we try. I mean. Oh, there we go. See that? That's a lot of loot and a lot of enemies, and they're all armed and dangerous. So, I'm gonna go ahead and avoid them if you don't mind. I like to keep myself safe, considering that I am very weak. Wait, can I pick this up? Out of space. Alright, let's make our way to the center. I'm able to hide, considering that I can turn invisible when I crouch. And we can see everywhere we can go. There's a bunch of people fighting over here. And that'll mean that we can go wherever we need to either avoid a fight or get into the thick of it. The top of this cathedral looks like it would be a great spot for those would-be snipers. There are alternate melee weapons that can increase your damage and have their own air quotes stats. Some that are slower with more damage and some that are faster with less damage. I can hear some firing over there, so let's go. Maybe I'll be able to find some valuable gear and trap it so I can get my own kills. Uh-oh. There's another player right there. He's expecting me to come out. Escape the fight. See, he was the enforcer. He had the ability to make himself invincible for a second or two. But I need to kill someone. And a lot of people seem to like playing as that enforcer guy. For the invincibility, I mean. Now, I get I'm trying to be reviewing this game, but there's not really much I can say. It's just a genuinely good game, even though it just came out. I'm pretty sure that it was in the works for a while, and it has its own like Discord server for it. So I would expect something like that to be good. And this game is. It's very good. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. And if I had the ability to improve it in some way, I'm not sure. I guess a good way to improve it would be to create a current gen console version of it, PS4 and Xbox One, I mean, so that it would have a bigger player base. Considering it is a free-to-play game, and more players means more money. So I've got one kill. Oh. Right there. I can now get one more perk. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Maybe I might replace this with this AR. There we go. Let's see if there's any humans that I can eat now that I killed a player. Ooh. There is a sort of momentum mechanic. Ooh. +1 life. I'm not sure what happens if I were to eat her now. Maybe I'll just prevent other people from getting her. Either way, it's a win. You can see the amount of revives you have left on the top right, since it didn't... Oh. Yeah, there's a person over there. We're gonna need to be careful. There's one behind us, and that's not good. Am I being debuffed? Oh, there we go. Where's that sound coming from? Oh, there it is. It's from that guy over there. He killed a human. He's got the Bloodhunt going after him. So one cool feature in this game is that out of all those areas, you're able to loot cars and stuff, as well as these really big areas being shops. These shops can carry weapons that are very useful for you. But if you're in them for too long, then they will they'll sound an alarm. They sound an alarm, and then you're stuck with an alarm on you. Now, I didn't get to use my trap power very much, but there. Let's use my trap power here, so that if anyone decides to come up on me, they'll be sorely mistaken. Ah, dang it. There we go. I'm gonna regenerate. I'm gonna do it. If I can just survive for long enough. I did it. I survived. Alright. This guy is most definitely on the ceiling. There's 4 of us here, and if that's 2 of them... Ah, dang it. I got revealed. Ooh, I won! Sick. That was my first win. And I beat them all to death with my melee weapon. Yeah. Great game. 9 out of 10. Denim Venom. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Placed 1 out of 40. This game is very good, and I highly recommend it to anyone who has the ability to play it. And with that, I think that's a good note to end on. And I hope to see you guys out in the battlefield. Well, you're most likely going to rock me. But yeah, very good game. I'll see you guys next episode.